Retail distribution centers are the nerve centers of retail corporations. Thousands of merchandise items are received and shipped daily. The environment is work-intensive. Efficiency and accuracy are critical. There is always a lot of work going on in a retail distribution center, and it's a job for professionals. Part of your professional responsibilities include safety. Safety for you and your co-workers. Distribution centers are safe places to work if you follow safety procedures. Today, we'll review some safety tips to help you improve safety awareness. We certainly can't cover all safety rules. Your company safety policies and procedures are the formal rules for you to follow, but the information provided in this program will help you to be more aware of your responsibilities and improve safety in your distribution center. Naturally, motorized material handling vehicles are used extensively because they're efficient and save time. Anyone operating motorized vehicles must be trained and authorized by the company. Everyone needs to be aware of pedestrians. Forklift operators must watch carefully for pedestrians and other motorized vehicles, but distribution center pedestrians also share responsibility for accident prevention by watching out for forklifts, pallet jacks, and other material handling equipment. Forklift operators have difficulties spotting pedestrians because of awkward loads, blind corners, and other vehicle traffic. Everyone must watch for traffic, not only the persons operating the equipment. It's called teamwork. Okay, more safety tips include clothing. Your company's dress code dictates the proper attire to be worn at work, but it is recommended you don't wear tennis shoes. We know many companies allow tennis shoes, but athletic or canvas shoes offer little, if any, protection from minor cuts, chemical spills, or other foot hazards. It's also a good idea to leave your rings and jewelry at home, as these items can get caught on pallets, merchandise, or even material handling equipment. Keep long hair tied back or contained under a hat or net. Long hair caught in moving machinery can be quite serious. Fire prevention is everyone's responsibility. Good housekeeping, proper stacking of merchandise, smoking only in designated areas, and equipment maintenance are all part of fire prevention. Within 18 inches or 36 inches of sprinkler heads. Stacking merchandise close to sprinkler heads may render the sprinkler system ineffective in case of a fire. Fire hoses and extinguishers must be in good condition, inspected monthly, and be charged and ready to operate if a fire occurs. Fire hoses should be manned by 3 persons, 1 to hold the nozzle, 1 to string out the hose, and 1 to operate the on-off valve. Of course, never use water on electrical fires. It could be a shocking experience. You can remember how to use fire extinguishers with the simple word PASS. P-A-S-S. Pull the pin, aim the nozzle, squeeze the trigger, sweep from side to side. Pass. The most important part about fire extinguishers is to call the fire department. A small fire can turn into a major blaze in a matter of seconds. If you can extinguish a fire safely, okay, give it a shot. If there's any threat to your safety, get out and let the fire department handle the fire. Next, let's take a second to talk about ladders. Falls from ladders can be very serious. Falls from racks are equally hazardous. Never climb on storage racks or use chairs as ladders. Most distribution centers use rolling ladders. Make sure the rollers and legs are in good working condition. Never use defective or unserviceable equipment. Don't lean the center of your body past the outside rail of any ladder. We call this the belt buckle rule. Stay within the ladder's center of gravity. Naturally, from time to time, persons are lifted using a safety platform and forklift. No one may be lifted on a forklift unless a safety cage is provided. Using a pallet is dangerous and is a serious safety violation. When anyone is lifted in a proper safety cage, the operator must remain at the controls of the forklift. A safety cage is described as being secured to the vehicle, proper platform for footing, 42-inch high guardrails with a mid-rail, and a 7-foot high guard to prevent fingers and hands from being caught in the moving parts of the mast. While we're on the subject, riders on motorized material handling vehicles such as forklifts, pallet jacks, or automated tote systems is prohibited. When using manual pallet jacks, don't even think about using them as scooters or skateboards. Another safety rule on electric or manual pallet jacks is to always remain at the top of any incline, such as ramps. In the event the material you're carrying falls, you won't be injured. In the event of a runaway pallet jack, you won't be caught on the downhill slope. Forklifts have a different and back down inclines and ramps. On pallet jacks, the operator remains on the upgrade. One of the most important jobs in a distribution center is material handling. Although much of the material is moved mechanically, you must still lift merchandise by hand. Proper lifting methods apply in all situations and can prevent back injuries. You know how to lift safely by bending your legs and keeping your back straight, but you also know there are hundreds of awkward positions which don't always allow you to bend your legs. That's where your good judgment becomes critical. The main point to consider when lifting is the alignment of the discs between your vertebrae, or the bones in your back. When you bend your back, the discs are compressed or pinched. Pressure on one side of the disc can rupture the disc, or at least you're damaging the disc, which could lead to an injury later. Keep your disc. You can lift safely. Twisting and lifting can also cause back injuries or ligament damage. There's always a safe method of lifting, but you're the only person who has control of the situation. It's really your responsibility to lift safely. A few more tips and we're done. If you do experience an accident, property damage, or a minor injury, report it immediately to your supervisor. All accidents must be reported when they occur. Speaking of injuries, let's say these tools are very handy to open boxes, but they also cut fingers, hands, arms, legs, and other body parts. When using finger cutters, expect them to slip off the cardboard when you're cutting. Keep your free hand above or behind the blade and keep your legs away from the cutting path, just in case the cutter slips off the cardboard. There's really no secret to accident prevention. All it takes is each person to be aware of potential hazards and take the action necessary to prevent an accident. If you think about safety on every task you perform, it's almost impossible to have an accident. Running forklifts into doors, walls, or storage racks doesn't have to happen. Back injuries are preventable. Cuts from finger cutters don't have to happen. The only thing standing in your way of accident prevention is you. You have to make the commitment to safety. Then think about safety each time you do anything. Then you've got it made. You're important to yourself, your family, and the company. There can be no better reason to work and act safely. Think about it. Thank you.